Sasquatch and stuff were selling stuff, so I got the Mothman.
Oh, that's cool.
Got the little Mothman thing.
The cryptozoology. We'll see if anybody joins us.
Hi!
Melissa's here for those who are going to watch this later. And then we'll just keep up with the chat.
Yeah, we're doing stuff.
We're doing stuff. All right, we'll do live chat. There we go. All right, we were hanging out. People were asking when Melissa's going to be back.
And I'm back.
And you're back. You came to hang out with me today.
I did. I came out of my little hermit hole.
Yep. What do you think of my new apartment?
It's great. I actually really enjoy this because I've seen you for your last 3 or 2. Well, this is the 3rd.
You were never in Collingswood.
No, but I was there for...
You were there for Horsham. You were there for Manayunk, and you're here for this.
And
for 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But it's funny because I lived in Collingswood for 10 years.
Exactly.
And then in the last 3 years, I've moved twice.
And it's funny because literally from when he worked in Horsham, he was 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Then he moved to Manayunk, which was a half hour.
And now
he's an hour or something. So
right.
every time he goes, it's like he doubles
Welcome
away.
to the party, Newt's new shindig, shag pag. No, there's no shagging going on.
No, it's still Newt's. I like to put up all my film memorabilia, which one day I wish I want to have because I have a very huge collection of toys, and I'm gonna have them around the place if I ever have one.
Yeah. I gotta get furniture. Like I have to get like bookshelves and stuff because I have so much crap.
You need a more comfy couch.
I do need a more comfy couch.
This is literally like
I've had this probably since college.
Oh my god! I was about to say at least like the college couch that no one wants to sit on.
Yep. Many a redhead.
Well, that's how you get your red wings.
That's right. So, because Amber came over, and I guess Amber's never been to one of my apartments. Amber's only Amber knew me when I lived in my parents' house.
So she never seen.
I was in high school.
Oh.
So yeah, because I think when we were dating, we were 18, 19 years old. So she walked in and she's like, "Oh my God, you're a child." And I was just like, all right, yeah, I guess you're right, you know.
I'm used to places like this.
But I have all my stuff, you know, but I keep it clean.
Yeah, but it's even funnier. I mean, at least I'm not finding like jars of butter on the floor.
No, I don't have any food in here.
No, but I went to one trap house and these guys like literally just mattress on the floor and then butter. I can't believe it's not butter. That was what they used as lube.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You get fruit flies up in your vagine.
Listen, no, not for our vagine. That was just like, that's how they hand jobbed it.
Oh, okay. Holy shit. Really?
I at least use the sense to use grapeseed oil. At least that's good for the vagina.
Grapeseed oil?
Grapeseed oil.
All right, I'm going to store that in the old computer for later.
You can't use it with condoms though, so you'd be out of luck.
Damn. Big condom guy.
Oh,
it's
better off that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, not some people don't like it, but
listen, if you raw dog someone and in these nowadays, you're risking so much.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, there's very few people that I've had unprotected sex with, but it's mostly because they're people I was with for a really long time.
Yeah, see, I was with someone for a while, and they would tell me that they only use condoms with like their certain partners, and then I find out that it's not true, and then I was the only person they were the only person I was sleeping with, and it was kind of a great eye opener to realize that I'm risking my life for an STD because they're not. So, all right,
when are you all gonna roll down the street drinking gin and juice? Well, we drank before we got here. Yeah, you did. I had 2 old fashions. You had 3.
Whatever the blood
gin,
orange.
whatever blood orange.
Gins.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because like literally a week ago, I was having a conversation with the one who got engaged and then got unengaged. And she's like, well, no, because you're great because you at least gave me the option about a condom or not. I was like, guys don't give you the option?
No, some don't. I had one guy who was an actual police officer that said he'd use condoms all the time. And I expected him to use a condom. And the one time we were having sex, I looked down, he was not wearing a condom and never told me.
But like...
That's actually a type of form of rape.
Yeah.
So...
But like, I don't, like, that's the thing I never understood. Like, because I was like, you had to like, if stuff was happening, you have to go to like the drawer where the condoms are and you have to put it on and stuff like that. It's a whole like production.
The one dude I was fucking before, he was actually accused of rape because he did that. He actually was fucking some girl and he figured, well, from what I heard, from what he told me, that like his justification to even fuck the girl was because she was going to go fuck some other guy after she was done with him. And the reason why it wasn't rape is because, you know, he had time to put the condom on and fuck her.
To be fair, I've had 3 different women in one day. One time.
I've had 3 different dudes in one day.
Okay.
And he was like one of them included.
Oh,
like,
okay. It's the hat trick.
It's a weird hat trick because I wasn't expecting any of them. Mm-hmm. And then it was just like, hey, this is
what happens. I knew that all 3 were going to happen.
I had no idea.
So I was preparing for that because each of them said you need to come over at this time.
Oh, well, you're lucky.
Hi,
whore.
Wow. I used to be a slut.
Jesus Christ.
I used to be a slut.
What happened?
I wish I knew. And again, that's what Amber and I were talking about. She was like, because we stayed in touch all the years, and I was talking about like different people I was with and stuff like that. And she's like, "Man, you were a slut for a while." Like a girl. So there was this. I never did dating websites or anything like that, but through like social media and stuff like that, I met a bunch of different women, and I'm still friends with all of them. See that. But like this one girl was this Asian girl who had just giant tits.
All right.
And she was like super skinny, and she showed up at Justin Silverman's Halloween party.
Oh Lord!
And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna leave. Let's go outside." And we had sex in this front yard, and then but it was like one of those things. And later in that, there was this other girl that I met, and it was like I left there and went to this other girl, and then she wanted to hook up, and I felt bad about it. It was like I can't. I just hooked up with somebody else. I don't want to be like that. But then after that, I just lost that whole thing, and I was just like, "Woo,
yeah, whatever." Everybody have these moments.
I hear, let's see, I hear Amish Minaj is a good dating site. Amish Mingle. Yeah. I walk in, it's sex stories. Now that you mention it, use a condom conversation never came up with any of my exes. There was only, so the one that these people would probably know never let me use a condom.
Oh my gosh,
always
she's like
wanted,
a raw dog?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I'm a master marksman. So it was only her and, well, no, I guess her, Christy, and Amber, not the Amber you guys met, the other Amber, were the only ones who were like not to.
Right.
Yeah, but that was because we were in like super committed relationships for a long period of time. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, you weren't worried about like people going out and stuff like that, but I'm super worried about that kind of stuff all the time.
I mean, I had a problem in my like 20s where I actually was.
Good evening from the UK. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I had a problem where I had to like stay with the raw dog because I'm allergic to latex. So
you never told me that.
I had an allergy. This is my early 20s.
Oh, okay.
Like it was literally something I found out because I was masturbating with a toy that disintegrated and like caused the problem. Yeah. And I used to have sensitivity to it. It doesn't really bother me that much now, but for a while, like I didn't understand what was going on.
Because I would have known that. Like all the times you and I had sex, I would have been like, shit, I didn't know that.
It wasn't that many times.
It was a couple times.
Twice.
That was more than twice.
No.
Was it?
Only twice.
We had sex twice?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had sex more than that.
No, twice.
Oh, because we hooked up and did other things.
3 times.
Okay. Well, that's enough.
That was the threesome.
You're making me look
this and
bad.
that. I'm sorry.
That's right. We did have a threesome.
But this is like over. What a.
Well, yeah, we met in 2017, so that's a long period of time.
And it was COVID.
That's true. During COVID, all bets are off.
I was one time I was drunk as fuck and ended up throwing up in screen wave.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. Yep. Yeah.
The other time after that was like at your apartment, and I don't really remember that much. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not like it. Well, don't say that like I drugged you or something like that.
It was also a drunk moment.
Okay, I was like, holy shit. Let's see. Whoa, Newt slinging them single days. No, I don't. That's the whole thing. Like there was a period of time, I'd say from 2010. No.
This is before I knew.
Oh yeah, way before that. So when Christy and I broke up was 2006, and then I met the redhead in 2007, but we weren't dating until 2010, 11. So there was like that period of time where I was just like,
I feel like that was everyone's horror years.
Yeah, because when I lived down the Jersey, because well, even before that, I told you I slept with a porn star in the parking lot of the mall. But yeah, so there was this like weird period of time, and then I dated the redhead for 15 years.
Right.
And then so there's just this weird period of time where I was just like out there, banging.
I feel like everyone goes through that period.
Yeah. I want to go back to that period again, but it's not happening. Yeah, it's been 3 fucking years, man. But yeah, so that's how do we get on this topic?
Right, we start on things. This is what happens.
Which porn star? Jasmine St. Clair. She was part of.
She was like one of the first porn stars that you would have seen on Howard Stern.
Yeah, but she was into.
Gangbang.
She was a wrestling person at the time.
Well, that was after her.
No, this was. Well, yeah, I guess it was after porn then.
Yeah, that was after the porn.
So this is probably 2004. Yeah, it was before Batman Begins, so it's 2004.
Because that's when Houston got there.
We were doing consignment for the wrestling thing that she was in. She was dating another wrestler at the time, and I was terrified that he was going to kill me. We went out to eat, and we had a couple drinks, and then when I brought her back to her car, we had sex in the backseat of my car in the Echelon Mall parking lot. So at least I have that I had sex with a porn star. And I worked at a fucking comic book store.
That's hilarious.
You know, I probably at that point weighed like 100 pounds.
Oh my god.
You know, I had my hair.
What year was this?
2004.
Okay.
I had my hair with blonde tips.
Oh my god.
You
You
know?
were a Backstreet Boy.
Pretty much. Yeah, because I was taking a break with the one, and and she dyed her hair, and then I dyed my hair, and then all that stuff went down. But yeah, so that was my.
In back, all right.
Yeah, I sure was in back, hitting it from the back shots.
God.
There's definitely a condom with that one.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that was, but we all have adventures, and I don't have as many adventures anymore because we're old now. But
I could have adventures, but the person I was with is an asshole, so.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
But yeah, people were asking where you've been.
I've been working.
Yeah.
I work at Eastern State Penitentiary for their Halloween nights. So if anyone came out or seen any promo, you most likely seen some of the props that I made.
That's the Comic Geek's wildest dream, and you got to live it, my man. Yeah, it was weird. It was definitely weird. What happened to my ex? Happened after my ex. Good times. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually it takes like one moment, and you just have like 1 year. You're just like, wow, why?
Hey, hello, guest. That's Melissa.
Hi.
All right, I think we're caught up with the. Yeah, it was weird, man. Because again, that comic book store, the back room of that place was like Sodom and Gomorrah. I was hooking up with so many girls in that back room, and it was insane. I had no reason. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the cosplay era.
Bongo the Killer Clown Part 2. Note wants to reprise his role as Mr. Jacko. I mean, I would. What's up, Newt? Guest working Black Friday yesterday, saving up for something special, and Christmas horror movie reviews of the month. Any crazy theater customer, and working out earlier. Okay. As far as crazy customers, no, I worked 81 hours last week.
He's a maniac.
Yeah.
I've worked none because I'm out of a job.
We were open because of Moana, so I was by myself.
Which is hilarious because I have never seen the movie, but I had to do a painting on it one time.
I don't think you know who I am. Who are you? What am I missing
All
here?
I'm hearing is the song "When Who I Am."
Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing. Who are you? Tell me. But I worked 81 hours last week, so there was no Thanksgiving. There was no, I don't even remember customers. I was just trying to get through the day.
It happens.
The last time I was off was the day that Amber was here. We filmed 5 episodes, and then I streamed for you guys because I sat over there, and I shot like 3-hour long stream, and people were asking where Melissa is and where Melissa's coming again. So Horn Dog's gonna see this. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? All right, I know who you are now. Why'd you change the name?
Who's in this game?
Who
is the person?
It's just somebody who's always in our streams and comments and stuff like that. But yeah, so they changed their name. There's a bunch of people who've done that recently. I've had a lot of people come into like even the Discord and be like, "Oh, I changed my name on YouTube." It's like, okay, I thought that person like disappeared, like they died.
Yeah, some people have just been changing it nowadays because of the algorithms or. Yeah, sometimes you want change. I've changed my name a million times.
I thought System Broke sounded cooler. Okay, yeah, that's cooler. I've had a dude who's had Rip the System for like since 8th grade because it's the line in the Rage Against the Machine song. And I was like, holy shit, he's an adult now with kids and he's like very strict.
I still Rip the System.
Yeah. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Well, that's like after this whole election thing, it's been great because I'm a Gen Xer. So people are like, were you really surprised about what was gonna happen with Gen Xers? And like they're like, we're the people that got like Rage Against the Machine. Like, we don't give a fuck.
You'll always be the Hell Knight. That's true. You have been Hell Knight since I was on Hack the Movie, so I remember that. Yeah, some of the names is funny when people kind of came over to here. I was like, oh, I remember talking to them over there and stuff like that. I never got to do any of the streams over there with him. I guess I wasn't good enough, but I did. Yeah, exactly. But we do them here, and we have a pretty good following who comes out to these. You and I haven't streamed though before.
Yes, we have.
We streamed?
Yeah.
Because I know we shot videos. I don't remember if we ever streamed.
I thought we streamed.
I don't remember.
At the old place, the old apartment.
Rage Against the Machine are one of my favorite bands. Yeah, me too. I love Rage Against the Machine. Maybe we did. I know I streamed with Madeline, and I know I streamed with Mets a million times.
I feel like we did it after like one of the times we went to eat.
Okay.
No, it could have been we were recording it. I don't know.
Yeah, Black Friday is the price of a TV.
I miss old school Black Fridays. I used to like live for the tales of someone that's getting trampled or died just walking into a Walmart.
16 watching 3 likes, drop them likes. Yeah, please, you know. Korn is another favorite band of mine. Fallon's good friends with Jonathan Davis.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to know that. I went to go see. I've never got to see Korn live.
Because she called me and she goes, "Somebody wants to talk to you," and it's Jonathan Davis.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
One of my dreams is to see Jonathan Davis with Ally the Piper. If anyone
Yep.
I would love to see them do like a bagpipe solo. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just wow.
You know, we were talking about soundtracks. You know what's another good soundtrack? Queen of the Damned. And he's all the voices for Lestat. He does Lestat's singing voice.
That's true. I actually didn't like that movie, so I don't.
Oh no, it's not a good movie, but the soundtrack's really good.
I know. It was just such a. They tried to put 2 books in one movie, and it just bombed.
Because it was The House of Flies or something was like the one. It's like that big song that's in the movie.
That I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the songs in the movie.
Okay, because Aaliyah was the and then she died before the movie came out. Yep. But yeah, that was another one. Shouldn't bring her on a live stream and have her call Jonathan Davis on a live. Actually, we should do that. The Deftones song, Jonathan Davis did a cover of
on a live stream.
Love on the Rocks for the John Holmes movie. Yes, he did. I remember that, Wonderland. We should also, he was also in the movie Scalping Tickets. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I've had Fallon on a couple live streams. We haven't done anything like that in a while, but we should. Great soundtrack film was The Horrendous. Yeah, definitely. Deftones are awesome. Yeah, I love Deftones. And the first time I ever heard the Deftones was The Crow 2, which we were talking about. So, watching the Eagles game. No, I'm not watching the Eagles game. I'm streaming right now. I get I don't get text all day until we start streaming.
What's going on?
Yeah, because we're again, when Amber was here, that video hasn't come out yet. She asked me a bunch of questions. And one of the questions.
That one did come out.
No, it's this coming
part
week.
2?
Yeah, this week. Yeah. What's up? I'm jumping into late. You're not too late. You're only 18 minutes. Well, no, this is just her
Oh, that's your question and answers. Okay.
So she just does question and answers with me, and then talks about when we dated and stuff like that. Watching any of the Halloween movies recently? I
watched all of them again. Except the third one. I don't like the third one. You do.
I love part 3. Halloween Season of the Witch. I have the poster right there.
One of my favorites is with Daniel. I love Danielle Harris. So I made the costume from the 5th one.
We're going to get her. You know that we're probably going to get her for the sci-fi movie.
If you do, that would be awesome. And I'm coming in the clown outfit, and she's got to sign my clown outfit.
So there's her and Scout Taylor, the girl who was in the remake who played Lori. Right. Both of them are in consideration right now.
That's awesome. Woo!
Some filmed after Where I Live, that and Mad Max. I love the Mad Max movies. I'm the leader of the Halloween. Yeah, I remember you're the Halloween 5 person. We had a million conversations about that. What was the last Halloween movie I watched? I rewatched Kills. That's the last one that Lana, Dave, and I rewatched Kills.
Kills is the newest one, right?
End is the newest one, but the second one was Kills.
The one.
It's Halloween.
It's the
Kills,
one where
Halloween.
she basically.
Evil dies tonight.
And they go into the basement and
That's the first one.
It's the one after that one.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
because I literally just watched all 3 for Halloween because that's my tradition.
Because so the funniest thing was 2018 Halloween came out, and I got it at the Wayne, and we were also, because we always ran movies a night before they came out, but one of my exes, who I haven't seen in a really long time, she had just gotten married. I didn't know she got married. She's like, I need an entire 2 days of just you fucking me. And I said,
you told me this
okay.
story. I know this
So
story.
I literally had sex with this chick 16 times in 2 days. And then, so we skipped out on seeing Halloween 2018. And then, like, she left me a card. And then she got back up there. She's like, I need you to know I got married. And I was like, when did you get married? And she's like, a month ago. And I was like, oh my God.
And he says he doesn't have stories. Like,
I used to have stories. Let's see, Halloween 5. Let's see. I'm the leader. I know you're the leader of that. What did we miss here? What's the last Jason movie you watched?
What was the last one that came out?
Well, the last one I watched was probably X. I'll rewatch X every so often, but I was rewriting
the one in space.
Yeah, I love that one. I fucking love that one. Kills got better in time, especially after Ends. Ends is weird because, like, I understand what they were going for with Ends, and I respect what they were going for with Ends. It just was weirdly done. They should have introduced Corey in the second one or the first one. Where Michael is basically not even the killer in it, like Corey Cunningham is.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It was the very last one that came out.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. So Michael Myers has been underground in like a tunnel the entire time, and he's like depleted.
I think I did.
And there's like a kid who he's responsible. He's blamed for killing a little kid in the beginning.
Yes. Yes, but the little kid fell off the balcony because he was locked.
And that kid was a dick. First off,
I was like, well, what's happening with this?
Halloween Kills had the dude who looks like Danny DeVito's penguin that jumps in the Alpha building. No, Halloween Kills is that one. Let's see. I like Friday the 13th Part 4. I like 4. 5 is my favorite. 5 is, and Jason's not even the killer in 5, because it's just so fucking sleazy, and it's got the best horror boobs ever. Like, the nicest boobs in horror ever are in Part 5. What are you doing?
I have to fix this.
Oh, okay.
It's not working.
All right. What's the deal with Friday the 13th lawsuit at the moment? I don't know. It was going to be resolved. 3 is great because 3 is the introduction of the mask. You know, it's really...
Is it?
2, because Shelley had the mask. 2 is really the one that sets the tone for everything, you know?
I have the box set. I don't even know these.
Tina McCarthy. I liked... her last name was Voorhees. She's the chick who dies... laying on her and that dude have sex out in the woods, and he gets the belt wrapped around his head, but that chick's boobs were like amazing, and I remember seeing that as a kid. It was her and Pam Grier was like, all right, I'm a big boob guy, I'm a big natural boob guy, that's, you know. Jason 7 all day. 7's good. The dude with Waldo,
oh my God, how
Family Matters was Reggie the Reckless. Yeah, in Part 5. When he has the scream, and it sounds like the canary scream from Birds of Prey.
The one that drove me nuts was the Manhattan one. I don't know why. It was just the boxing scene on that
Debbie
roof.
Sue Voorhees was Tina McCarthy. Okay, yeah, Debbie Sue Voorhees is the one. There's, do you ever hear the show The League?
Yes.
Okay, so the dude, Joe LeJeune, he used to have those music videos where it's like, show me your genitals. And he's like,
I feel like I know this.
Guns don't kill people. I kill people
I think I know
with guns. He did one that was about that Friday the 13th movie and him seeing it as a kid. The music video is incredible, but the band is called Wolfie's Fine, which is the line from Terminator 2 when he calls and uses
it's like Wolfie's Fine, baby.
And he's like, that's not the name.
That's the dog.
That's who you're referring to. Yes, 100%. Have you noticed the Christian vibes in Terrifier 2 and 3? I haven't seen 13 Fanboy, but I've heard about it. I haven't seen Don't Hike in the Snow either. No, I haven't noticed that in the... Huh?
There's movies?
Yeah, they're really expensive short films.
Oh.
That fan films that people do. They had like actors from the original ones come out in them.
Nice.
But Don't Hike in the Snow was Jason, like they're at Camp Crystal Lake, but during the winter in a snowstorm. And I always thought Jason in the snow would be really fucking cool, you know?
You know, I'm trying to go to Camp Crystal Lake.
So that was supposed to, when I got fired from Screenwave, that was my birthday present.
Oh.
And then they took it away from me.
I keep getting things as a Black Friday sale, and they do all their stuff now, so they plan for next year.
It's in Boomtown, New Jersey. Yeah, and I had the hotel up there at one point. but I never got to go to the camp.
Up by me in the Poconos is Camp Nowasi or something, where actually it was filmed.
Yeah. Well, Camp Okanagan in Medford, New Jersey was where they did pickups on one of them as well. Because I remember when I was a kid, it was in the newspaper. Terrifier 2 and 3, I didn't really pay much attention to. I'm not a big fan of those movies.
I tried to watch the first one.
I'm even less of a fan now.
Yeah, dude, I tried to watch the first one. I got like a quarter of the way through and I'm like, I have to turn this off. 2, I don't know why.
The only thing about 2 that was exciting was to see all of my props in the third act. Because we left all the stuff behind at Fright Factory when we shot Swamp Zombies. So a lot of my props are in the background of part 3. And it's cool to think all this shit that I came up with is in the background of this huge movie. I saw 3 in the theater. I just wasn't impressed. I like the girl who's the star of it. I think she's fantastic and she's beautiful too. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those movies.
I haven't seen any of them, and Art the Clown just it cracks me up because we had a clown in our haunt, and we called it the Petrifier. And every time I called it, the Terrifier clown, is that what you're talking about? They're like, no, Petrifier. I was like, oh.
Did I ever get around to watching the Camp Blood movies? I've only seen the ones that Mel Heffron is in, because she's a friend of mine. You met her.
Yes, I know Mel. I love Mel.
So Mel is in one of them that Polonia's directed, and I've been friends with her since, I think I met her right before I met you.
Yes, because we both were on Swamp Zombies. And it's funny because I watched it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Mel!
Yeah. And she's been well over 100 movies.
Yeah.
You know, and she's great. So I watched the one that she was in just to support my friend. But I've never seen like the Dustin Ferguson ones or anything like that. It's not my bag. Gotta head back to work. Roy the ambulance driver forever, exactly. Not a fan of Terrifier, only seen 2, was falling asleep.
I do like their death scene.
Yes.
I have to say that. Like my friends have showed me clips of certain ones. I'm like, oh, I couldn't even watch this while I was watching, and I'm like, what? Show me the
cheese grater and the bleach and stuff like that. I love the Polonias too, and Mark Polonia has been. I mean, the coolest thing about the Polonias, Feeders was a Blockbuster exclusive, and they made it on a camcorder.
What's Feeders?
Feeders is this little like shot on video monster movie, but like it cost no money to make. They made it in Erie, Pennsylvania. Blockbuster bought it, made it a Blockbuster exclusive in like 1994.
Oh wow!
And so they made a whole career out of these shot on video movies.
That's kind of cool.
And they still do all kinds of stuff. Let's see, No Man's Land 2. Now Land 2. Rest I like better. Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying. Show your lady friend the movie Barfly. With Dustin Ferguson did a remake of Spider Baby. Oh God. Have you seen the I Spit on Your Grave remake? Yes, I have. I actually, the first one not that great. The ones that follow after that, I actually kind of liked those more than the Carmilla Keaton one, which was the original 1970s. I Spit on Your Grave.
I remember seeing that in the West Coast video.
Yeah.
Seeing the covers.
Do you know who the butt on the cover is?
I never got to see it.
Oh, well, do you know who the butt on the cover is?
No.
Because the cover is the girl's butt and the knife.
Yeah.
That's Demi Moore. She was underage when she posed for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just telling you she was on the hot ones.
Oh God. What was the reaction to I Spit on Your Grave or to Camp Blood? Because the original I Spit on Your Grave, first off, the guy who gets his dick cut off in the bathtub, what did he think was going to happen? The girl that he raped and brutalized and left in the woods, now she wants to take a bath with him and his other 2 friends are missing? What do you really think is going to happen?
I mean, back in the 80s, you didn't think of shit.
This is the 70s.
Yeah. It's even worse.
And Carmilla Keaton, who was the star, was Buster Keaton's granddaughter. Yeah. And the movie was, when it first came out, it was titled, I Spit on Your Grave. It wasn't originally called I Spit on Your Grave. And then all these women's groups went after it, and then they retitled it Day of the Woman, and then it became this feminist thing, you know? No to Dustin Ferguson directing a remake of Spider Baby. I haven't seen it. I had a serious crush on Demi Moore in the 90s. Oh yeah, remember Striptease?
I loved her before that.
Yeah.
What is the movie that she's in and they
remember was it Disclosure?
Well, that was funny. Disclosure, Indecent Proposal.
Yeah.
G.I. Jane. Breakfast Club, not Breakfast Club.
No,
St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire.
It's the
Parasite.
Movie,
she's in Parasite.
It's the movie. She's got short hair, and it's with I think Dan Aykroyd, and there's the house.
Oh, Nothing But Trouble.
Is it Nothing But Trouble?
The very first appearance on film of Tupac, because he used to be in Digital Underground.
Because Digital Underground does music.
Yeah. Yep. All around the world,
Same song.
That's a great fucking album. That's a great movie.
I loved her in fucking One Crazy
Hey,
Summer.
Newton guest, you guys are doing. We're doing well. Yeah, we're doing great. This is Melissa. Melissa's been around before. You said, "Oh God," when I told you that. Oh yeah, because Spider Baby's a weird movie. Michelle Pfeiffer, Demi Moore, Pam Grier. It's like they've aged like fine wine. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Pam Grier in a while. But like when she was in The Man with the Iron Fist, which is the RZA movie, she was looking a little bit rough. But again, she's like 80 years old.
No, she's not 80.
Well, you got to think she was in her late 20s in the 70s.
She's in her early 70s. Late 60s, I think.
Regardless.
I follow her a lot now. She's a doctor.
Okay, but I mean, she is the sexiest woman who ever lived. Hands down. Like...
One.
Well, no, to me, like, if you look at, like, Coffee, Foxy Brown, Arena... the big dollhouse and stuff like that. Like, I'd never seen a woman like that before. And I was like, holy shit, I want that, you know? Yeah, there's other ones. Monica Bellucci is up there, you know?
Yes.
Let's see.
He was on Welsh for a while.
Dustin Ferguson also did a remake of House on Haunted Hill, and he's doing a sequel to Seed. Oh, God. What was the Demi Moore movie where she killed her abusive boyfriend played by Bruce Willis? I think that was real life.
No, that was...
Well, remember they both did voices in Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the movie they did together?
It was right before the movie that we just talked about.
I'm trying to think of a movie they did together. Because, like...
You'd have to Google it.
Yeah, well, my phone's being used to film. Because, like, you have, like... it was in, like, a period of, like, The Getaway... and stuff like that.
It was The Getaway.
No, The Getaway
wasn't she in a mob movie?
That was Kiefer Sutherland.
Wasn't she in a mob movie?
Probably.
Or was that Michelle Pfeiffer?
Might have been Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't know. I'm not a big movie guy. I don't really know a lot of movies.
Lies!
Yeah.
You're lies.
Just leaving?
No, I'm not leaving.
Oh, okay. It's like, wow, just walking out on us.
No, literally. Don't let me get my phone.
Because I'm trying to think of like Demi Moore's filmography because she was huge in the 90s. Like she was a big fucking star.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to use old tech and see if I can find it.
Flip phone.
Well, that was like I just watched a movie. It was called Witches.
The Witches?
No, it's called Witches.
Okay.
By I'll tell you who the lady's name is. Elizabeth Stanfield.
Okay.
She made a movie called Boobs, which I'm sure you'll
probably
watching. But
I've seen many Dustin Ferguson movies.
She basically just intersected witches timeography along with women.
Mortal Thoughts. It was called Mortal Thoughts.
Okay.
All right.
Some other stuff.
Demi Moore was smoking in Disclosure. Yes, she was.
She was good in. Wasn't she in A Few Good Men? No.
Yeah, she was. Yep. Pam Grier was great. And she should have won. Pam Grier should have been nominated for an Oscar for Jackie Brown.
I love Jackie Brown.
Because not John Saxon.
I read the book too.
Yeah, Rum Punch. So did I. That's gushers. Opinion on Dustin's movies. He gets them done. I'm not a huge fan, but he makes a lot of movies. He always gets like Bai Ling to come be in them. So good for him, man. It's just not my bag. I'm hoping that Amityville Pool Toy Massacre is better than that. You know what it has that his movies don't have?
Me.
Your boobs.
But my boobs are nothing spectacular, so we'll just leave it at that. I'm sorry,
now
guys.
You say
I'm
that,
apologizing now.
Now you say that, like, what if people are like, those are the best boobs ever?
Because I know they're not.
You don't know that. Different strokes for different folks, man.
They're not.
All right.
I look like the creature from Choke.
That's one way of putting it. Disclosure was good. I remember sneaking into that one. I've been seeing the clip where De Niro shoots Bridget Fonda in the parking lot. Louis, is it over here, Louis? I love that movie. That's such a fucking good movie. Is she dead? I think so. You think so? And he shoots him. He's like, your ass used to be beautiful. And she fucks him because he went to jail for bank robbery.
Oh, God.
I can't remember if I asked you or not. Do you like Halloween Resurrection? No.
Which one is that one?
Tyra Banks and Busta Rhymes.
Oh, that was like
Trick or Treat, motherfucker.
That was like the new third one, right?
No, it was like a reality TV thing. It had
it's the sixth one. It was where like Kelly Rowland was in it, right?
No, she was in Freddy vs. Jason. So this was the one that followed the Paul Rudd one. Paul Rudd was in part 6. This is the one that followed H2O.
Oh God.
So yeah, because he kills Lori in the beginning, and then he goes back to the Myers house, but they're doing a Dangertainment show. Katie Sackhoff is in it from Battlestar Galactica, who everybody thinks Amber looks like.
She does.
Yeah,
she does.
And so they said
it's the mole.
It could be. They said that, and then they said Amy Smart recently.
Amy Smart.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't like when people are like, clearly like simping for my ex-girlfriends and ex-lovers, and I'm like, wait a minute.
What does that mean?
I'm the star of this show.
What does simping mean?
You're like, they're simps.
What is that?
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
No, I don't know. I don't know what simp is
it's
for.
It's like a gimp.
It's like people who are like, like
submissive.
Submissive, yeah.
It's weird.
You didn't like Resurrection. I didn't not like it. I think it's more campy than anything. It's kind of silly. I would have taken out like the Deckard character and stuff like that, or gone with the ending where he shows up to save the girl. I don't know. I saw it in the theater. I remember that. Paul Rudd was in Super Nintendo commercial in '92. Yes, I remember that. I remember when that was on TV.
Yeah, I remember it as well.
Because he was in Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann one. He was on Friends.
He's been on Baz.
Yeah, he was.
He was just in The Boys. Is that who I'm thinking of, the same guy?
Paul Rudd? Will Ferrell was on The Boys.
I gotta look at
He was Ant-Man.
Oh!
Yeah, he's in Ghostbusters. Clueless, yeah. I liked that. He was on Friends. Yeah, he's been around forever.
Office Space.
He's
not, no, he's not Office Space. He's in
The guy who was in Office Space was it was the Flash's dad in the Flash movie. Yeah.
He was just in something else I watched too.
It's a Mess. Who cares? He's in Wet Hot American Summer. I fucking love that movie. He has in Wet Hot American Summer. So I saw that at the Ritz in Voorhees, New Jersey. There was 2 people sat right in front of me. He has a scene in that movie, and I was drinking soda, and I spit soda on the people in front of me. He has like a thing where Coop's character walks in, and he does this double take. I laughed so fucking hard at that, and the people in front of me were like, "What the fuck, dude?" I love that movie. Let's see what we missed. Office Space is a classic. It's a Mess. Who cares? It is. It's a super mess, but they didn't know what to do with it, and the Weinsteins were doing it. Halloween Resurrection. Tyra Banks is like barely a character.
That's right. I remember she's in that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you said Tyra Banks, I was like, I know the Red Man, but I know there's a black actress that I.
I like Paul Rudd's dance video on Tim and Eric. Yeah, I remember that too. And the long running. So he used to go on the Conan O'Brien show and show a clip from his movie, but every time it would just be the same clip of the kid in the wheelchair going down the hill and Mac and Me. And they did it when he was Ant-Man, and he went on Conan. He's like, all right, well, Disney told me I'm not allowed to do that this time. So there's like a couple seconds of the Ant-Man clip, and then the kid.
That's funny.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about Halloween Resurrection in a really long time. I think the last time I saw anything of it was the Dr. Wolfula review of it. What are you doing, Elvira?
She just wants to electrocute herself.
Are you gonna bite that cord?
Should that be plugged in, or is it what? No. Oh.
It'll be fine.
Oh, she's like, I found plastic.
I found plastic bags. I'm gonna lick them.
Now watch. Now I can touch you.
Oh God!
Come here.
No one's allowed to pet me. Come here. I can pet you.
She's like,
I own you. Come over here.
She's like, you got a treat, don't you?
No, I'm not giving her anything. Giving her anything but. Dance Paul Rudd does. Oh, and Age of Aquarius from 40-Year-Old Virgin at the end.
Age of Aquarius.
I love that movie. I haven't seen that in a really, really long time either.
I just
that
watched
has
it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It has Kat Dennings in it, who married Andrew WK.
Because
she's the daughter of.
She's from Bryn Mawr.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's funny, and she's in the Thor movies.
I love her. I used to watch her for Two Broke Girls.
Okay, I knew she was on that show, but I never saw it.
She was on that for like 5 seasons. It was great. I love that show. And then she did Big Mouth.
Yes, she did.
Was the older sister.
Yep. Because she was on what's it called? She was on the WandaVision show.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You found a plastic bag. What are you doing, buddy? You're mentally challenged.
It's okay.
So what have you been up to? Since we got way off topic.
Me? I said I was working and now I'm unemployed.
Well, what else are you doing though?
That's it.
You don't do anything all day? You just sit in a vegetative state?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, working out.
It's fine. All right, working out, you know. Oh, we got a super chat of $2. Thank you. Melissa, how white is Newt Wallen?
Look at him against his wall.
Look at a white balance, maybe?
He like, look, if you take the red from this and add it to the white, you have his complexion.
I think maybe but they mean like maybe how Caucasian am I? Like, you know, like
I don't know. What am I judging it to? I know many people like him.
Wow. I thought I'm one of a kind. How white am I? I'm pretty white. There's a really funny picture.
It's very fly for the white guy.
Yeah, there's a really funny picture of me in Arizona playing. My ex-girlfriend's dad lived in a retirement community.
What did it say?
I don't know. I'll go back to it. Let's see. It said.
Go on. Top 2 things at once.
Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, what's going on? Hey Newt, have you ever seen Mystics in Bali? Oh fuck yeah, I've seen Mystics in Bali. Holy shit, I love that movie. It's an Indonesian movie about a girl who's writing she's an anthropology student, and she goes to learn more about the lilac or whatever. It's a religion. It's like a black magic thing, and it's the one where like the girl's head comes off and her guts are hanging from it and just flies around, and it sucks babies out of women's vaginas.
Never saw this.
It's from like early 80s. It's an Indonesian movie. It's terrible, but it's incredible at the same time.
I want to see it.
And like the witch like turns into a pig. It's wild. It's crazy. Because I did another video about, I don't remember what movie. It might be Lady Terminator, because I have a Lady Terminator poster. Where's the Lady Terminator poster? Oh, it's in my bedroom. I have that one framed, and I got into like watching Indonesian movies. We all love Newt. Thank you. Hello all. Elvira is pondering about the turkey-less turkey. Oh yeah, turkey bowl. I was telling you about that, right?
What?
That I got a turkey-less turkey bowl from Wawa.
No.
On Thanksgiving, I ordered DoorDash, and I ordered a hot turkey bowl from Wawa with like stuffing and all that kind of. It came with everything except the turkey.
Oh my god. That was like I ate a turkey sandwich the other day because I was like, "Ooh, it's turkey gobbler season."
Yeah. Let's see, Marto and the Raid are both Indonesian. Yeah, exactly. They're great. What is the most messed up Asian horror movie I've ever seen? I guess when it comes to Asian ones, they're like the Certified 3 or something like that. That's like because over there they don't have PGR or something. It's something 3. I don't remember what it is. But maybe The Men Behind the Sun is the most fucked up Asian movie I've ever seen, or the guinea pig movies, maybe.
I don't have anything that's horrible.
So the guinea pig movies, like Charlie Sheen saw them at a party in the Hollywood Hills and thought that it was a real snuff tape and called the FBI on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's a really the best one of them is Mermaid in a Manhole, where this Asian artist finds a mermaid in the sewer and he takes her. He's like
I've heard of this
writer's
movie.
block or whatever, and he takes her home and he starts creating and he has this creative rush. But as she becomes more diseased, so does he. And it's like really fucked up, but it's like all this pus and shit like that.
Wasn't that what like Mermaid that was homaged in House of Seven Corpses too?
That's the Fiji Mermaid.
Okay.
I have that in my bathroom.
Okay.
3 Extremes made 2 of them. Yeah, the Sadness and the Mermaid in the Manhole are pretty messed up. Yeah, I just remember seeing those in college. We got into like a whole thing because there wasn't dorms there. We had to have apartments, and the guys who lived downstairs were like super into extreme horror, like extreme movies. So that's for the first time I'd seen Cannibal Holocaust and Martyrs and Sallow and all that kind of stuff. So it was just like sitting and watching these like depressing ass fucking movies. And it was when 9/11 happened too, so I couldn't even get back into the country because I was in Canada. And so I was stuck there. You couldn't leave the country. So like I'm just sitting watching like these super fucking depressing movies, and I'm just like, oh god, like. That's also led to why I left college as well and came back because, and I'm trying to get somebody to find it for me. My student film that I made was called Schlocky Trash, and that's why I called my company Schlock And Awe. and like all these other, because you had to have films were like judged by your peers, and they were all like, "There's no artistic merit to this," and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I want to make." Everybody's just trying to make stuff to win awards. So that's when I was like, "I don't want to be here anymore. This is fucking stupid." I asked one girl who's like making this thing. I was like, "How old were you when you met a black person for the first time?" And she's like, "I don't know, late high school." I said, "Exactly. You can't tell other people's stories unless you know them. You know." Yeah. Bastards. How screwed up is the film that Charlie Sheen thinks is a snuff film? Not really that bad. It's super fake.
He's probably on a lot of drugs too.
Yeah, sure. It's Blood and Roses, I think, was the first one, and it's just a girl who's like strapped to a table, and these guys are coming in and like cutting her and poking her and stuff like that. But it's super obvious that it's special effects.
But he probably walked in at the wrong time with
Could
no
have
inclusion.
been. Yeah.
Everyone is probably not speaking English. Like,
yeah, and
it's Charlie Sheen, Tiger Blood.
Mermaid in the Manhole definitely had subtitles. But then the third one or the fourth one was just like, it was more like the story of Ricky. You ever see the story Ricky O? The guy's in the prison. It's like, remember the Daily Show used to have the thing where the guy smashes a head?
No.
Of your moment of zen?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the story of Ricky. It's based on a comic book.
Okay.
And it's like super fucked up and over the top violence, but it's like really fun and like ridiculous. Tiger Blood effect when he watches that. Yeah, I mean, probably. Winning. Remember that whole summer where that was like the thing with
just talking about Tiger Blood?
My teeth, my teeth are rotting and I have AIDS, but I'm just making a house for porn stars. I was like, that dude cracked the code. Like,
that was like.
I wish I was your dick for one day.
Like, I just want to hear the stories.
Oh yeah, I mean, because he was the highest paid actor on television for 2.5 Men. And I was like, is that show that popular?
It was that good. I loved it.
I've never seen it, but I just remember, like, they said he was the highest paid actor and had, like, the biggest ratings. I was like, that fucking show with Lex Luthor's nephew from Superman 4? Like, the guy who was Ducky played Lex Luthor's nephew in Superman 4.
Did he?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I remember it was Ashton Kutcher, wasn't it?
Ashton Kutcher came out after Charlie Sheen apparently like exploded. Like that was
the whole.
They explained like he got blown up.
Like, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I just saw like clips of it along the thing. Yeah, I don't know. That was that period of time. I didn't really watch sitcoms after like the early '90s. I kind of didn't. I fell out of it. Yeah.
I did. I liked Rose.
Okay.
It was like hiding next to her neighbor.
Okay, well, that was the girl from Heavenly Creatures.
Yeah, she's done a bunch of
it was Kate Winslet's first movie. It was Peter Jackson directed that. And I only knew her from that. I was like, oh, that's the girl from Heavenly Creatures. That's pretty cool. Well, a surprise live stream by Newt and Melissa. Melissa's here as well. You guys were asking where Melissa was before, so
half these people are like, who?
Yeah, they know who you are.
I don't know who this is.
They know who you are. Because earlier I was like, come hang out. It's my first day off.
I don't drive this far.
It's pretty far.
I go to the mountains.
Yeah,
2 hours.
Pretty far. Mel looks tan compared to you.
I am. I have a complexion. This is natural.
Hope your wife and kids are okay with having a woman over. Did you ever hear about that?
No.
So Metz's friend became jealous that Metz was always coming to my apartment to hang out.
Right.
And was under the impression that I had a wife and kids. I don't know what that came from, but like had this whole thing that I had a wife and kids and would send them away while Metz came over to stream for hours.
What?
And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right,
but I guess the guy was like just jealous, and I was just like,
oh, you guys did tell me this story before.
That's so weird. I'm like, wife and kids. I have a cat. I was engaged once, but that was like over a decade ago.
Oh, the things people think.
I mean, whatever they want to think about me is fine, but would you rather run away from a hungry bear or talk to an angry customer?
Oh my god. I'll take the hungry bear, please.
Yeah. I've dealt with some ridiculous customers.
People.
Yeah, we had a lady the other day who was bitching about our prices. I was like, ma'am, our tickets are $5.
I know, dude. Let her go to another place.
Is Melissa Latina, black, mixed?
Latina, German mixed.
Latina, German?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I already
I'm Puerto Rican and German.
Yeah. That's
like,
it. That is
half and half.
That is a volatile mix right there. That is a volatile mix. I remember when you told me that for the first time, I was like, and your parents are still married? Like, Newt makes his wife and kids stand in the closet in the dark while Metz comes over. Yeah, it's like the Blair Witch Project. They had to stand in the corner. She's part Nazi and part, and that's nuts. No, you're not part Nazi.
I mean, I always said if I was also Italian, I would have started World War II.
That's true. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything. What are you eye dropping in your mouth?
It is lemon juice, surprisingly. Just lemons and with a mushroom extract.
Oh, okay. We were supposed to do mushrooms.
And I will get you on mushrooms
okay.
one day.
All right.
I need you for like 2 days, and I know you're not going anywhere.
I'm willing to try it.
I've got them.
Mm-hmm. We're a couple weeks away from it, but Amber and I smoked a bowl before we shot the last video. So we're both kind of like off and our hair's messed up and stuff. That's probably why people think that we were fucking. You know? Melissa should do a remake of Two Broke Girls with Kat Dennings so we can have an overload of hotness. There you go.
It would be tough, though.
Mm-hmm. Also a mixed bag here, Native American and Danish. Wow, that's a different mix. My friend is also trying to get me to do mushrooms, but I need to be in a safe space. I agree.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you have a trip.
Plus, I'm a chicken when it comes to that stuff. Danish, wow, that's an interesting mix. Native American and Danish.
Depends on where you are.
Well, yes, but it's like, how do your parents meet? Like, you know? I've always dated, like, Irish, Italian, Jewish girls. Like, I guess people who are in my orbit, you know? It
also depends on what part of the country they met.
Yeah, probably. They were met on a Native American reserve that was next to a Danish... What do Danish people do? They have windmills and wooden shoes.
Well, it's like the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yeah. Crystal was her ancestry was Pennsylvania Dutch. Mm-hmm. You don't see a lot of redheads in that though.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Think about it.
I've never met like a
very fair skin.
Yeah.
German. Redheads.
Well, no, because she tanned. I used to call her a daywalker because she had red hair, but she tanned.
That could be a bunch of stuff.
I don't know what it is. I'm everything, and I look like this. Like we did one of those family tree things, and it was just like it just was, like fucking tree of life, Because my dad's side of the family would just bang anything.
Yeah.
So it was all over the place. Like LeBron James does that thing where he throws like the salt, the dust in the air. That's kind of my genetics,
Just throw it up like that.
I'd rather do mushrooms over acid, but acid makes you trip harder.
No, not necessarily.
You would know.
Different type of trip.
Mm-hmm. I've never done anything other than smoked weed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I know.
And drank.
Well, you drank, yeah. That's,
Did you ever drink absinthe?
Yes, I have. In college, yep. Yeah. And actually, not too long ago, too. Maybe like not the convention you were at, the one where I got kidnapped by Richard Grieco.
That is hilarious, that story.
They just let me go. They just let me be kidnapped by Richard Grieco.
I still think it's hilarious.
And I was like, I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I did not make a movie in Buffalo. I don't know what you're talking about. But he just would not take no for an answer.
That's fine. I would just go on with it. All right, cool. Or now I just made a movie.
And then I pawned him off on Ari Lehman, who was Jason for the first movie, who popped out of the lake. And I was like, hey, he did this. And I fucking ran back to the room. And then I got so drunk that night that... the person I was just talking about and I were messing around, and she realized she forgot her glasses down at the table. I was like, I'll go get them. I'm so drunk that I see like triplicate. Well, they put these guardrails up so you couldn't get into the thing. I tried to climb over it and I broke my tailbone.
Oh my god.
All right, let's see what we missed though. Every time someone mentions absinthe, I think of Eurotrip. That's right, I forgot about that. I was off acid for a while in high school and too occasionally for... I've never done it. I don't know if I'd want to.
You'd like to do probably mescaline or acid, and if you got acid, you'd like really good acid.
Okay.
Because mescaline is like... Acid itself, it goes like you'll take it and it'll kind of like peak up and then like drops down.
Okay.
When you take mescaline, it's like a steady high the entire time.
You ever see the Royal Tenenbaums?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, when he's on the thing, they're like talking about the book he wrote, and he's like, "I'm on mescaline," and he gets up and walks away, and they're like, "What kind of act is that?"
That was like when you saw Joaquin Phoenix, and you had that like he saw the shit on him or something.
Would you rather watch the movie Norbit or eat a soggy burger?
I don't know what Norbit is.
Norbit is Eddie Murphy, where he plays like a big fat lady.
I'll eat a soggy
burger. I'll eat the soggy burger. I wish that Rat Boy movie was easier to find. Oh, I haven't seen that in a long time.
White Boys?
Rat Boy.
Oh, I don't know. Rat
Boys. It's a weird like underground movie.
Oh, okay. I like White Boys.
Oh yeah, I remember White Boys. Yep. Yeah, I remember that one. It's like around the time of Gummo. Ever see Gummo?
I've heard of it.
Okay, it's around that kind of period of time of like underground movies.
Man Bites Dog.
Yeah. Yep. Norbit is an abomination. I remember. So we had that 10,000 Words. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. I remember having all of those movies. I remember Bart Simpson being called Rat Boy. He chews on the wall in that one. I remember that one. I was talking to somebody the other day about the Evil Twin episode of Treehouse of Horrors because we were talking about Blood Rage, the Thanksgiving horror movie, where the wrong kid is put in the institution. I was like, oh, it's a lot like that Simpsons episode where Bart's the one, and then he's like, I bet you've never even seen your own reflection. And he holds up a mirror and then he punches him in the face. Just say no. Yeah, I don't know. Hugo, Bart's twin. I've never I have depression, so I don't know if I should I don't know if I should do drugs. I don't know if I want to.
That's what it's made for.
Yeah, but I feel like I'd always have a bad high.
That's you putting that in your mindset first.
Okay.
You have to be in a certain mindset in order to do anything.
Yeah.
So.
I know I have to get up every day for work, and I'm just
and you don't just go off hardcore. You don't take a piece. You'll take a little piece
all at once.
See what your body's like. We used to have this website. It's called Ewoot Vault or something, and it would tell you description of every drug and what it does.
What would an evil twin of Newton Melissa be like? What would your evil twin be?
My evil twin?
Yeah.
I think I am
I think you are the evil twin. Yeah, I'm the good one. Certain strains of weed are good for depression. Same with mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, my therapist actually recommended that, and I didn't. No, mushrooms.
See, like I said, mushrooms, if you did them, you just had to do them in the right setting.
Yeah.
And you microdose them.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
So.
Everybody's like, do you do drugs to write? And I'm like, no, I don't. This is all non-drugged. So.
Which is good, because the people that are on the drugs, once they get off the drugs, they're like, fuck, I can't write, and I'm not on the drugs.
That's how it was when I was on Zoloft.
Ugh, that drug.
It zapped any desire to be creative.
Oh, it takes everything away.
Yeah.
First, that can make you feel like you're happy, and you can tell me your dog died, and it's like, oh.
And also, it zapped any sex drive and all that kind of stuff too. It's just not good. I didn't like it. I mean, it was good to have a mood elevator at that point, but mind numbing. Yeah, it was 100% mind numbing. But at the time, I had 2 complete and total nervous breakdowns, so I needed them.
What is this?
What is it? High chews?
Oh, that's the high chews.
Yeah.
Oh, an aspirin.
And what?
An aspirin?
Oh, those are mine. Yep. Oh no. Oh, we got Motrin? I thought I got. Ah, son of a bitch. I thought they were allergy pills in the thing.
Oh.
Microdose will keep you low baseline high so you can function in public and not trip balls when you're at the grocery store. Hello, Newton friends. Melissa, everybody knows Melissa. Hope you're good. Yeah, we're good. Melissa's eating some high chews.
Trying to. Can't get it out in the package. Having a rough moment.
You're just...
Oh, just a mouse.
You know what? I accept you for how you are.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you.
If I judged people, I wouldn't have any friends. So we were talking, we got one more day of you to shoot on the movie. We're almost done shooting the movie. Fallon and I shoot this Wednesday, and that's the last big chunk of the movie. And then we just have one more scene to shoot, which is the very first scene of the entire movie, and that's with you. And then we're done, and then we're into post-production. Don't eat one of those.
I know that. That's my freshener.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see the thing where it's like, you know, the celiac packages and stuff? Somebody puts it in their mouth, and then the thing's like, you escaped the Matrix. Congratulations.
Oh my God. That just sounds horrible.
All at the theater? No, one is going to be green screen up at the studio, and the other one's at the theater. We're going to be shooting at the theater on Wednesday. And this is a reshoot. I wasn't crazy about how the first one turned out, and we shot that back in September. I was able to salvage little pieces of it, but not enough for the entire scene, so I'm going to use those little pieces in the montage, and then this scene bridges the second and third act. So,
and then we're done.
Those Mentos in the bottle look good. They're not Mentos.
They're vitamins.
They're vitamins. Yeah, and then I'm ready to be into editing on it because I'm just ready to be into editing on it. This has been a very hard movie to shoot.
Hasn't been that hard.
It's been kind of hard. I have no idea where that went.
Listen, I just lost a vitamin. Your house is eating shit.
Yeah, I have no idea where that went.
I literally, I'll have to take everything out of my bag to find it.
Yeah, it's probably
in your pocket?
No.
That should happen to me.
Yeah, no idea where those gushers went.
How many were there?
Are two?
Stand up. Yeah, no, they're in your pocket of your shirt. Check your jacket.
No.
Hey, it fell out of your jacket.
Where'd they fall out?
Over.
Oh.
That should happen for you.
I was like, where the fuck did they go? I'm back. We had a snack-related incident. Let's see what we missed. I heard it hit the floor. It did.
It did. After it fell out of his jacket.
Mm-hmm. Melissa for the win. We give Melissa enough credit. She's
what did
done.
I get the win for?
You know, for figuring out where my thing was.
Well, I found my pill too. Yay!
The house claimed them. I'm mad at the Coyote versus Acme not being released and being a tax write-off instead of being released. Yeah, that sucks. Same thing with Batgirl.
Which one?
They did Coyote versus Acme. That Wile E. Coyote was going to take the Acme Corporation to court for all the years of terror.
That was an actual movie?
Yeah, and it had like Channing Tatum in it and people
I heard
like that.
about it.
And they ditched it and put it in for a tax write-off. But all these people are like, this is the best live-action cartoon mix since Roger Rabbit.
Aww.
And it probably would have made a lot of money. Moana wasn't even a movie 6 months ago. Moana 2 was a Disney Plus series that they stitched together into a movie.
Oh, God.
Which is crazy because you watch it and you go like, okay, but there's no narrative thrust. It's like, we're here, now we're here, now we're here. It feels so episodic.
That's why.
You're just like, oh, okay, I get it. Glad you got a friend over. Thanks, Melissa, for dropping by. Yeah, of course. Did you see Wicked? No, I didn't see Wicked.
I did.
Did you like it?
I did. But I also fast forward through the singing parts.
Oh, okay. Because I saw the play. I saw it on Broadway.
I never saw it on Broadway. I read the book.
Okay. Feels like you're going to do really well based on the sold out showings in your area. Yeah, man, we've been fucking jam-packed. We had 300 people pretty much every day except for Thanksgiving. I didn't have anybody to work with me on Thanksgiving, so I had to work by myself. And we did 200 people, 150 people, and then there was only 75 people for the last show. But like after a full day of doing it, you're just like, come on, man, like stop. But we had record numbers, so that was good. Let's see, that's amazing. If the new Superman flops, I don't see Zavla making it through the next year. No, fuck them. First off, Warner Brothers. Let's see.
I watched the Christopher Reeve.
Newt looks like a young Martin Van Buren with that hair. Wow, thanks. School is out and hence the kids. Yeah, it's been crazy. Caligula needs a Wicked-like musical. That'd be awesome. Caligula the musical. Yeah, I want to see Wicked. I saw the play. I haven't seen the movie. I've heard good things about it though.
It was good.
And Moana's not terrible, and the movie theaters do. Let's see. Did the movie theaters do the singing for Wicked? Because I know a lot of people were like, they don't want singing in the theaters.
I I saw it at home.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You got a illegal copy of it. All right. Yeah. Oh, what's going on, man? How are you? How's everything? We're good. It's Melissa.
Hi.
Imagine Cannibal Holocaust the musical. I'd watch that. Yeah, no, it's good that people are going out to the movies because you have Wicked out, you have Moana out right now, and then we got Mufasa in a couple weeks and stuff like that. I just need a couple more good weeks with Moana, and I can pay some bills at the theater. I don't know. It's good that people are coming back out to theaters though, because it's been a while where there hasn't been any product out for people to go to the theaters. You know, Red One costs like $250 million to make. Does your theater make everyone take off the green face paint at Wicked? We don't have Wicked.
Yeah.
I would assume it would be kind of cool if people showed up dressed like for.
I don't know why they did that. Like,
oh, they actually did that?
I've heard some people they were not having.
But who cares?
Welcome to the world.
So weird. Like even
the girl in the wheelchair, she's getting shit.
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah, I don't know. I used to let people come dressed up and shit like that. For like all the Star Wars, when Snakes on a Plane came out, people were coming dressed up as like pilots and stewardesses and stuff like that.
Well, you heard they have in Europe for the British version of it. They have a disclaimer in the beginning about how they talk about bullies and person's green.
Yeah.
And, like all this stuff. Like it's yeah.
I hate everybody and everything. Let's see. Talking to some coworkers about if they had 3 wishes you wish for, it would be unlimited money, being a filmmaker, or take over Hollywood and make something awesome. If I had 3 wishes and it came to film, I don't know. I wouldn't want unlimited money because mo money, mo problems.
Yeah.
To quote notorious sex pervert P. Diddy. I think it would just be like to make something. If I had a wish that like couldn't backfire, it would be to make a movie with my friends that I knew was going to help all my friends like get to a better place in life. You know, that would be my wish. You know, but yeah, I don't know. Like you'd want to make something awesome, and maybe if you had a wish, you could like get your hands on like an IP that like there's no way that you would be able to do it as an independent filmmaker. Mm. Like you make a wish that like, oh, I want to make if I could make any DC Comics movie, I would make Deadman or Zatanna. And it would be like a wish where like I get that and they're just like, oh, this random independent filmmaker out of nowhere got to make that. But if you did that, does that wish cover that you don't have to deal with the studio fucking it up?
Yeah.
Like they did to Zack Snyder and stuff like that, you know? There's a show on HBO called The Franchise that everybody keeps telling me to watch, which is apparently like about the whole thing of making a superhero movie, about all the studio interference and stuff. Nobody's interfering on Amityville Pool Toy Massacre except for my own actresses. That's the only interference that we've had. Everybody else is on the level, but the actresses have not been. You guys were great.
Thanks.
Yeah. I like your whole, like, you guys are the worst cult ever.
Wait, how do you feel like that?
My oldest seems to like that series. I've heard really good things about it. And obviously following the whole what they did to Zack Snyder and stuff like that, I'm interested to see how they turn that into, like, parody and satire. But yeah, I don't know. That whole thing's fucked up. I'd never want to work for a studio. I'd never want to get, like, obviously nobody's going to ever fucking hire me to make, like, a real movie. But, like, I would hate to deal with like non-creative people telling creative people how to be creative, you know? Because you watch so many movies that are ruined by studio notes and shit like that. We were talking about Pet Sematary recently. Like the ending of the book just has the wife coming home and putting her hand on his shoulder and being like, honey, darling, or something like that. But in the movie, they have her get the knife and stuff like that. And I was like, you could tell that was a studio note, you know? You are making a real movie. We're making a real movie, but we're making it at our own pace for no money. You know, with a lot of you know, amateur people around the thing. I've just given a lot of people jobs working on crew or jobs working in the movie that like they don't do this for a living. You know, you were like zombie number 12 in Swamp
Oh my
Zombies.
god,
You're
that
just a
didn't get
random.
credited.
You're just a random background because your friend was like, my friend Melissa will come do it. Yeah, no, it wasn't Megan. It was another guy, Zach, I think it was.
I don't know. It was only Megan, from what I know.
No, I knew Megan through it. He was friends with Megan as well, but you came up in the conversation with both of them. But it was the other guy first who introduced me to
I
you.
don't even remember.
Yeah, because he's the guy who built Crystal's shoulder pads and stuff for Planet Frankenstein.
Huh.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, my friend Melissa will do it. And then I looked you up on Instagram. We used to have an Instagram, and it used to be all the aerial stuff that you did. So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. You can come out. Mm-hmm.
I remember that one scene when it was me and Joe. Because Joe was my wrangler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's holding you by the head. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're in the very first scene of the movie. I forgot about that because Crystal's in the front doing the thing, and you're behind it. We're in the projection booth by Theater 4 at the Wayne Theater. I totally forgot about that,
Yep.
and I wrote that movie. So you're in technically you're in 3 scenes because we used more footage of all of you guys walking in
the hallway.
in another part. Yeah. Let's see. By any means necessary, of course. How many people in the Neuterverse are in Swamp Zombies 2? I don't really recall Melissa. Melissa's in 3 scenes. The very first scene when Crystal's doing the black and white security thing, you're in the background being held by the head. Then when the power goes out, you're the zombies who pour in. It was like you and Gabe. One. Yeah, you're the front one. And then we used more of that footage in the end montage when the building is blowing up. So you're in 3 scenes in that.
Yeah, one. I don't even. He had to show me. He's like, "Hey, that's you." I was like, "What?"
And we shot that that was such a last minute thing. We had all these scenes we had to fill in one night.
Yeah.
Because we had her up against the wall, and I had to go and find like the nuclear fallout sign to put on there. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of shit all in one time.
And I know the scene with me and Joe is going to be longer.
Yeah, that got cut down. Yep, because that's her doing the whole thing about pets, the people for the ethical treatment of zombies. Because he's wearing the shield that you used to wear when you had to replace a 35mm projector bulb. You had to wear like a shield in front of your face. I had one in a box, and I was like, "Here, wear this." So like. Because you ever see Bram Stoker's Dracula? Yeah. Like in the mental institution where the guys are wearing like those things on their heads, I was like, that's my brain was like, oh, it's kind of like that, because I'm mentally challenged. A lot of people who have been on this channel are in Swamp Zombies too, because that was another one where it's like, oh yeah, just literally anybody who shows up can be in the movie. We had people I wrote parts for specifically. I shot around their schedules, and they just didn't show up at all. There was supposed to be way more nudity in it. There's a bunch of exotic dancers who I was friends with who came to the Wayne Theater all the time. They're like, "Oh, we'll do this for this much money." We're like, "All right, cool." And then none of them showed up. There was another actor. I was in his movie Dark Military. I purposely wrote one character for him. He never showed up. So this other dude, Buddy, who plays the one character. He just filled in. He's never acted before, and I was like, whatever, you're in the movie now, Draco's in the movie playing like a cholo, it's so bizarre, but that movie was just literally anybody who showed up could be in the movie. And then I wrote myself a part because I was like, I can't afford to pay anybody else to be in this, so I'm just going to play that part. Yeah, that was something. And then we had to film around Len's schedule, we had to film around Crystal's schedule, so it was literally like filming all these random parts in different times. Okay, I need to see Swamp Zombies 1 and 2. 1 to follow 2? No, you don't. I watched Frankenhooker a couple days ago. So you don't have to watch Swamp Zombies 1 to understand Swamp Zombies 2. I purposely wrote it as an anti-sequel. It's a little bit Gremlins 2. It's a little bit RoboCop. And then Frankenhooker, the cool thing is Patty Mullen, who is the Frankenhooker, is the voice and producer on Strange Toys, which I wrote for Robbie. And the other movie I wrote for him, Cold of Blood, just got picked up by Shudder. So that's going to be on Shudder, which is super fucking cool. I never expected that in a million years. So now I can say like, all right, I've accomplished something. It's on a fucking horror site, So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think people should watch Swamp Zombies too. It's free on Tubi. It's not good, but like you can tell that everybody was trying to put on a show. I did some really cool lighting for no money, and I got us some cool locations for no money, and it was just a matter of like trying to make something fun with, when the director and I didn't get along, and he didn't understand the script, and I'm fighting with people just to keep things moving. I was like, your wife doesn't have to be this naked in the scene. Done a lot. If anybody says, tell them to piss off. I have, but some people don't. It's not enough for some people. It's never going to be enough for some people. But it'll be cool to have a movie that I wrote, directed, produced, and starred in out at the same time. Because then it's like, okay, you did all this stuff and you got it done. You got it over the finish line. You've accomplished more than most. Not really. You have we were talking about Dustin Ferguson earlier. Dude's made over 100 movies. None of them are any good, but he made over 100 movies.
Strikes more.
Yeah. Well, no, he just goes out and shoots people walking in the woods, and that's considered a movie.
Wow.
I try to have narrative and things happening and puppets.
I mean, that's like trailers.
Yeah. We've done a lot of trailers. I have over 2 hours worth that I shot for Midnight Show of fake movie trailers and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Can't please everybody. Not that I'm trying to either. Trying to just make shit that people who get it. And it's got your boobs in it.
Oh my God.
Quality, not quality. Or quantity, not quality. Or quantity over quality is not. I'm losing my mind today. Quality over quantity. This is how my brain works. See, I was talking about your boobs and I get all distracted.
Oh,
people need to buy it just for your boobs.
Please, God, no.
And Metz's boobs in one scene.
Metz is yes.
No, it's boobtastic. Boobarella.
Metz is yes. Why not?
You have great ones. Stop it.
No, it's okay.
Hey, Swamp Zombies 2 is all right. You don't need to put it down. It's hard to make a movie. It is. It's very hard to make a movie. But people,
Yeah.
To be fair, I would too. Yeah, yeah, it's hard to make a movie. It's hard to get something over the finish line. But we're almost there on this one. And on Swamp Zombies, I can't take as much credit for it because Len is the director. Even though I did the bulk of things, it's not my name on it. I'm just the writer and the actor in that one, and producer. Kevin Oroz and I produced that one, really.
We just put that shit together.
Yeah, I just did all the other stuff. But yeah, it's hard to make a movie, and with this one, I feel like it's my vision of it. So if it's no good, I have nobody to blame but myself for it. But I think for the most part,
always blame the editors. No kidding.
No, we have a great editor. We have a fucking great editor on this one. So I think that in this one, it's more like I conceived of a bunch of cool shots and lighting schemes and stuff like that, and dialogue and all. Once people were actually doing my dialogue and not just making up their own, it kind of came together a little bit more. So I'm interested to see it cut together and see what it looks like.
How much time is it right now?
It's well over an hour now.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we got 6 pages to shoot with you, and we have 7 pages to shoot on Wednesday, and then we're all done. And then I'll add.
Finish the 6 pages yet, or are you still gonna write?
Oh no, everything's written.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's done. But we haven't done the other stuff yet. Do I? Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 holes. There's one here.
Okay.
And there's one here.
Okay. Go ahead. Wait, you're live for me.
I told you got 2 holes. You're only gonna hold me one.
Well, where's the other one?
Right there.
Where?
You see that? That's a hole.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's a steamroller.
All right.
You'll understand why. Because it'll puff. Let go of the big one first. Nope, that's the big one.
Well, I don't know how to do this. I don't smoke.
Look, steamroller. Watch. Look.
I'm only doing this to look cool in front of you. It's probably gonna get taken off YouTube too.
Oh, it just does that now?
It does sometimes.
Oh.
That's fine. Nobody will know this stream ever happened.
Just means you have to make them all. The next
That's
one
right.
Get Hershey
Yeah.
Park.
Well, yeah,
Try to
we
get
get tickets to Hershey Park. But yeah. So I released which one first? I released the big one, then the small one?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No, just do whatever.
All right. Well, you can't say do whatever. That's not...
The small, you can do the small one first, that's fine. But you gotta fill it up before you just put it
Okay.
out. You have to light it too. You're only holding one, I can tell.
I'm so bad at this.
Just
I don't know how to
it.
do drugs.
Hold both. There you
Okay.
go. You
All
got
right.
2 holes. 2 holes. You'll see it filled with smoke. That's when you know you got a hit.
Okay.
There you go. See, now you have a hit.
Okay.
You're not gonna hit last time. That's why I'm laughing at you.
All right. That time I did. There you go. Newt, make a Cheech and Chong movie. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Melissa, time to make a how-to video. How to teach Newt how to do drugs.
That's funny because I used to smoke so much.
But you used to light for me all the time.
But I also used to smoke way much more.
Okay.
Like, this is probably the first time I've smoked in a week. And
Okay.
I only smoked like maybe once in a month.
Yeah, because Amber and I, like I said, Amber and I smoked. Because I never tried weed until Crystal. So when Crystal was in college was the first time I ever smoked weed. Amber, I used to have to drive her to her dealer to get weed, and then she would smoke, and I would just sit there like, you know,
over here.
I'm gonna get to touch her boobs later. Weed isn't a drug. Well, you know what I'm saying, like, you know. But yeah, so I never did anything until Crystal was in college, and then we got super high on Valentine's Day and had like mind-blowing sex. So that was so girls are the gateway? Yeah, pretty much. Because you just want to look cool in front of them, and I'm super not cool. But yeah, that was my whole thing. I didn't drink until I was 22. I didn't get drinking until I was 22 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had you beat for years.
I was because I promised my hockey team. I played in the men's league team after I got out of college. They were like, if we win the championship, you have to get drunk, and I did. Yeah. I think Q&A with Amber should be a live stream. We have 4 more videos coming out. There's some really, really good stuff. I did collect some of I got a lot of questions on Instagram or on Patreon and some private messages, so I put them in there. So is that, wait, what? So is that tincture? What is that there?
Tincture.
Tincture? What is that?
It's not a tincture. Well, tincture is, okay, so you can do like, do you ever see like this with like alcohol?
Oh, okay.
Or like different things. Like some of them do with CBD, some do with weed.
Oh, okay.
Like this typically was a tincture before. Mm-hmm. This is just an empty bottle that I used. And it's lemon juice with like mushroom extract. Mm-hmm. Mushroom extracts. I just like it because it's lemon juice. So
oh, okay.
Like lemon.
I've never heard that word before.
You never heard of tincture?
No.
They make something out of alcohol, some out of glycerin.
Mm-hmm. I burned my thumb off.
How did you do that?
Because I put my thumb here when I lit the thing. Yeah. That's why I always have other people light it for me so that I can like focus.
I can't light it when it's a small lighter.
I have the big one in there.
Oh, next time.
I have the one for lighting candles. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, women tend to be the gateway drug for a lot of things.
Really? Us? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame you.
Sure.
Well, because after the whole Screamwave thing, you kept coming over just to like smoke weed, just so I was relaxed. You know? Because I know I was losing my fucking mind.
At one point, I gave him one that was like in a container. I was like breaking in case of emergency.
Yeah.
And he had it for like months. I was like, "You still have that?" I was like, "It's still wrapped." I was like, "Bring it out."
Yeah, I totally forgot that it was in there. That was the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah. But the Q&A thing. So we shot 5 videos. One you guys saw. The next one that's gonna be this week is just her asking me questions, and they're actually kind of funny. They go into our relationship, and you get to learn a little bit more about me when I was younger. But the questions that we got for a Q&A video are really fucking funny. I was telling you, everybody just thinks we're having sex. So her boyfriend's gonna lose his mind. But some of them are actually like cool questions. You know, like what was I like in high school, and you know, as an actress, like cool things like that. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff. But I'm still collecting questions. So if you go to that video and you add a question that you wanted, I will add it to the video, and I'll say your screen name and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because everybody talks about you constantly on here.
Why?
I don't know. They're always asking where you are and saying that you're hot and stuff like that. So
probably like one person.
No, there's a couple. On the last live stream alone, there was like 4 or 5 people who were like, "Tell Melissa she's super hot." And I was like, you fucking tell her she's hot. It's not my job. Bunch of simps.
I still don't know what that word is. I do. It's like simpleton or some shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, if you're a simpleton for the ladies, you know.
But it's like it's a gimp term.
Bring out the gimp.
Literally.
This freeze?
No.
The live stream. Let's see. Oh yeah, we missed a whole bunch of stuff. Look, it just froze.
Oh.
Neither have I. Melissa, you're cool. It's great that you made it to Newts. No judging. You do have you do what you do. All that's cool. Yeah, I mean, some people are into 100% boring. Wow, sorry. What does Mel think of Amber?
I don't know. Well, one, please stop calling me Mel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I actually really hate that.
Okay. Yeah. Because you met her all times we filmed.
Yes.
But I don't think you guys spent a lot of time together.
No, I like her. I think she's cool.
Yeah. There's no like animosity. Oh, okay, all right. I thought you said boring there. I was like, what? You're beautiful. Thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road back again.
I heard it too.
And if I threw
Although
a party.
also just watching that, they would reference the Golden Girls a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The boys.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw a clip on Instagram of Cher singing the Golden Girls theme song.
Nice.
I was like, that's amazing. Yeah, you guys didn't really spend a lot of time together.
We did because we were the 2 movie sets.
Yeah. But I think that
yeah, too.
Yeah, yep. And but yeah, I mean she's pretty easy to get along with. There's other like women in my life who've been more difficult to get along with. Like, the one that was in the auger thing was very difficult to get along with, and people were very uncomfortable being around her. I learned that after we weren't talking anymore. A lot of people were just like, your ex made me super uncomfortable on set. And I was like, well, why didn't anybody say anything to me at the time? And Fallon wasn't allowed to be on set because she was she was like jealous of her.
Oh God.
So she was always like, I don't think I talked to Fallon, she can't do this one. So for a long time I thought Fallon hated me, but it was just the other one didn't want the spotlight taken away from her.
Oh.
Yeah. Golden Girls were secretly Satanists.
Could have been. I could see it. Tribal witches.
Golden Girl watch party. Funny thing about Golden Girls was Mike Matei, Aaron, and I went to the movie theater to see 4 Golden Girls episodes that they simulcasted at Regal, and we were like the only people in there. So it was just myself and those 2, and like we knew all the words to the episodes and stuff like that. So it was just really funny that we went to go see in a movie theater to watch fucking Golden Girls. It sounded like she made it as awkward as a mule on roller skates. Yeah, sometimes.
Hey, they're sometimes graceful.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on? No, there was a lot of you're trying to, like, you saw me on set running around trying to do everything. Now imagine on top of that adding somebody who you love who's also being extremely difficult. You want them to look good and give them everything they want, but they're making every single thing 1,000 times more difficult. And just yelling at me on set in front of people and stuff like that. And that wasn't fun. Or like, yeah. And one time one of the crew people spoke up about it, and then she snapped at them. And I was just like, come on, man. Like, we don't need this. But other than that, everything was great. And I guess this Saturday night NBC lineup was classic Golden Girls, Amen, and Empty Nest. I loved Empty Nest. Amen I didn't watch as much of, but I remember that show. And Golden Girls I loved. I used to watch that all the time. It was Golden Girls, and Alf was on at that time, And I guess, you had Jeanette on set too, and I used to date her as well, so that was kind of funny. There's just a whole bunch of people I slept with all in one set. But it was cool. Like, I didn't have any problems with anybody,
That was funny.
Yeah. Because I can be an adult and also still, like, after that part ends, you're still friends with the people. It's just that part doesn't exist anymore. It's like not a big deal. Some people just make it fucking a big deal, And you go like, all right, that was fun while it lasted. Now we're doing this, And it's like, hey, you want to come be in a movie? You've seen me naked. You want to be in my movie? And that's how you get cast in one of my movies. Newt was a himbo. I wish. Like a male bimbo.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. No more Tibetan. I'm gonna move this closer because I can't see where the shit, man. Check that out. No more Tibetan blessed and brewed kombucha. What did we just have?
Kombucha.
So at the restaurant we went to, they gave us complimentary kombucha, and I took a picture of it. I'll post it. But holy shit! As soon as that got delivered to the table, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" New cheesecake, Golden Girls and Friends. Good times. Perfect timing for a live stream doing laundry. And must hang the clothes dry before bedtime. Well, yes, go do that. Yeah, we've been streaming for about an hour and a half now. I get some eyeglasses, my brother. No, it's just a weird lighting in here. Trying to move it closer.
Screen is very small.
Yeah, and I have a small screen. I have an Android. But yeah, so we went out to eat, and they gave us kombucha at the end, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That was a nightmare. You got to see that live.
I did.
How did I handle that?
The vodka jug. That's how you handled it?
Yes.
That's what we knew. We were like, oh.
At one point, I was so frustrated. I grabbed the bottle of vodka and I did a full chug of vodka. And then I put it back down. Then I walked back outside and directed the next scene. Melissa spilled a tea. There's no tea to spill.
Tea of what?
I don't know. Is there any tea to spill about me? I mean, you know some of my secrets. There's not really anything.
No.
I'm boring, you know?
You pretty much tell everything.
I do pretty much tell everything, yeah. Pretty much people know all of my secrets. Yeah. Have you ever drank an Irish car bomb? Yes, I have.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I drank someone under the table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was St. Patrick's Day. We were in New York. We had to go meet with Joel M. Reed, the director of Bloodsucking Freaks. And after that, we went to a bar, and I had an Irish car bomb for the first time. So I had an Irish car bomb with the guy who directed Bloodsucking Freaks.
Nice.
Oh, you meant on set.
No.
I don't know. Was there anything on set to talk about that I haven't talked about?
No.
Yeah. Because you were running around just being a superstar. Like, you were just running around being a jack of all trades. Like, you know, you were fucking everywhere, doing every job, which was so helpful to me too. Because I told Race, I was like, if Melissa, Amber, and Jeanette weren't there, I probably would have lost my fucking mind. Because at one point, I pulled Fallon into a side room and just started yelling at her, you know? And then we had the crazy fucking hairdresser lady. Did you two live together? No, we never lived together. You used to come to my old apartments and stuff like that, but no, we never lived together. Now on tea. Yeah, you guys kind of kept me sane on that set because I would have definitely lost my mind. And then the second shoot, when Darcy was out there, she was difficult. But the other woman, the makeup lady, like literally, I don't yell at people. I just full out fucking screamed at this lady because she was a nightmare. And then I was just like, why am I making a movie? This sucks. Fallon and I just argue a lot because we're very similar in a lot of ways when it comes to like creative stuff. So we'll yell at each other, we'll get it out of our system, and then we'll go back to being friends.
Feels very brother sister.
Yeah, very brother sistery. You know, I don't hope not. Maybe in like Mississippi, if that's the case.
Well, like, never mind. Sibling rivalry.
All right, no, I don't know. Maybe like step.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you? You're stuck, stepsister. That'd be weird. So no, it's not like that. But yeah, we're very similar in a lot of ways, so it's hard. That news you post. Oh, let's see what that said. My old general manager from when I was like in my 17 years old daughter just messaged me. I still talk to her. She lives in Tampa. She's the one who went to that convention and saw Crystal and Tony and said hello and said, "Oh, I know Newt." And they both were like, "All right, keep moving. We need to keep our booth clear for people wanting our autographs." And she's like, "I went over here to talk to Alex Vincent from the Chucky movies," and she's like, "Yeah, nobody came over there to get their autographs." You know? popular amongst certain people. Some people like me. There's 30 people in here watching this right now. 30 people are interested in seeing what I have to say. You know? But yeah. So yeah, there wasn't really much tea to spill on set. I was pretty open to people about everything that happened. And you were just running around moving sandbags and moving lights and going to get costume pieces and all that kind of stuff. So that was like, we were very, very busy because we had so short a period of time to shoot that much content. So you were super helpful. So I can't wait till the next one when we can like actually have time to plan things and not just run and gun it. Will you show your boobs in the next one too?
Will I?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Not really.
Oh, all right, fine. All right.
We'll see.
I won't pay you then. Let's see. Sorry, I had to take my girlfriend out to dinner. That's awesome. You should take your girlfriend out to dinner. That's important. We went out to dinner and what did you have?
Salmon salad.
Salmon salad, and we had shrimp.
The jumbo shrimp.
Jumbo shrimp, and then I had a prime rib sandwich that wasn't very good. The horseradish sauce on it wasn't very good. Do you enjoy cooking? Do you enjoy cooking?
Yes.
Okay. Newt shared that he doesn't cook. Maybe you teach him a recipe in a future video.
Well, we were going to do that before.
Yeah,
we
were.
That we were going to do it because I wanted to make like cosplay outfits, and then I cook in his kitchen.
Well, now I have a big kitchen.
Yeah, he actually has a decent sized
I have a big kitchen now.
Maybe you can make that happen.
I could. Well, because my old kitchen was in every video, was in the background.
Yeah,
it was tiny. And my kitchen in Manayunk wasn't much big. Actually, my kitchen in Manayunk was a little bit bigger. But now I have like a full kitchen here. It's funny, like the ceilings in there are way higher than here. I noticed that the other day. I was like, oh, this building is like bizarre because this used to be a doctor's office.
Yeah,
like back in the 50s. Yeah.
Lights.
And then they redid the floor not too long ago. But I kind of think I need to get area rugs in here to kind of dampen the sound a little bit.
And I'll keep it a little warmer.
Yeah. Well, no, the thermostat there is like insane. The bathroom is like a sauna.
That's good.
It's ridiculous.
For winter, you're gonna like that.
No, I know, but like I last night I got up to go to the bathroom and I had the temperature set to like 69. I went in the bathroom. I was like, holy shit! Like what the fuck, man? No, once I get it all finished in here, because again, everything like all my books and DVDs are stacked up in the corner, and I've got film stuff over here. And I put a lot of the totes up in that little space up there. Because there's like a little like. How
did you get up there? Oh, you said you
had a ladder. I brought the ladder back to the theater. The Teach Newt recipe video should end with him burning down the house.
Oh my god.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't cook and I don't eat at home very often. I'm a big fan of eating out. That's a sex joke. When you're older, I'll explain it to you.
Oh, God.
She teaches the art of making grilled cheese and pizza. No, I can make grilled cheese.
I'm sure you can make pizza.
Peanut butter and jelly. Well, I don't have a microwave right now. What is the two things I don't have in my kitchen that I need?
You put a pizza in the oven.
No, I know, but what's the two things in my kitchen I don't have right now we talked about?
Kitchen and a trash can.
Yeah, I don't have a trash can.
So kitchen and
I don't have a microwave and I don't have a trash can. The last trash can I was using, I was putting like big stuff in it to carry it out, and the cat litter bag broke in it, but there was liquid at the bottom of it, so it destroyed it. So I just threw it away. The only regret is I didn't take anything from set. Should have taken the couch. That'd be funny. Take that back to Chile. Big fan of eating out. Well, you know. Yeah. So that my trash can got destroyed. I need to get another one. And then the microwave, I forgot the microwave was mine, and I left it thinking that it belonged to the apartment. I was like, oh fuck, I had that in Horsham, so I left it behind. How do you stay so small while eating out so much? I put on 20 pounds drinking a glass of water. Mostly because I don't eat properly.
No, you don't eat maybe one day here.
Yeah, I was telling you that I promised the staff yesterday that I would order them pizza. And next thing I know, it's 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, fuck, none of us, I didn't eat. They went on break. I don't get a break. So I was like, oh, none of us ate anything. And they went and ate. I didn't know that. So all I ate before I left was 2 peanut butter cups. And then I got home here and I fell asleep and I was like, I literally didn't eat anything for almost 48 hours except for peanut butter cups. We've been so busy, it's insane. And I was supposed to leave work at 7 o'clock yesterday. The dude, the third assistant guy, the one I was telling you about, he's like, I'm not coming in. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm here forever now. I guess I'll die here. I guess fuck me then. Yeah. And the owner had a tummy ache, so he wasn't going to come help me. He's one of those dudes like, I can't go to school today.
Aww.
I have a tummy ache.
It happens.
No, it doesn't. Newt needs a life too, you know. Newt needs to live stream. But yeah, I don't eat properly. But you know, I once saw someone trying to cook French fries in a frying pan on the stove, and I had to explain to them the cooking tray is for that, and the fries go in the oven. I know that much. I just don't have any pots and pans anymore.
Yeah.
I threw all those away when I moved. Newt's getting fit for OnlyFans. Well, you know, I have lost 15 pounds, so I'm working on that. You know, I want to look good in my nude scenes when I digitally replace you, and then I'm just hanging dong the entire time. It's a whole different kind of scene. And when I have the book, I'm not holding it. I'm doing a dance ready. It's like an elephant's trunk. How does it change the page? We'll do that in post. We'll do that in CGI. Yeah, I don't know. I've been running around so much since the cars thing and all that. You know, I have to walk everywhere now. But thankfully, I literally live right next door, so I don't have to go very far to get to work.
No.
But yeah, I've been walking everywhere until the Geico check comes in, which is supposed to be later next week, and then I can go and get a car. Because once we start shooting everything past this week, I kind of need to be mobile. Yeah. Can't just stay in this town. I almost said the name of the town. I was like, oh, fuck, don't do that. I forget that like there's still people who watch this who have like animosity towards me. Did I show you that email I got, the threatening email?
Maybe.
The one about the guy, they're like, we know who your producer is and all that stuff?
From Amigo?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I gotta find it and show it to you.
Oh, please.
Oh, it's crazy. I got a threatening email from, and I have an idea who it is, but they sent me a threatening email, and they said that, you know, we know who your producer is. We're going to ruin his career because he's a financial guy. He's very wealthy and very powerful. And then they said that they were going to make sure that the movie never came out and stuff like that. But then they sent him an email too, and they said that I'm known for abusing women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, you've known me for how long?
Since 2018.
2018. And we've been fairly close, I'd say.
Yeah.
Have you ever known me to be aggressive towards women?
No.
Yeah. Again, like the whole thing, like, wait, what's happening right now? The threesome, I was like, wait, what are we doing?
Exactly, no.
I'm just happy to be here, man. But yeah, so they said that, and he already knew. I told him all that stuff. What the fuck is wrong with people? I wish. How's the car situation going? I'm getting a check from Geico for the payout. I have to pay the rest of the lease, and then whatever's left is mine to put into thing. But I got paid. I got a bonus, obviously, from work because we had record numbers, and then I got paid some money for a script I wrote like 3 years ago. So I always hated that I'm not coming. I always hated that I'm not coming in people. There's never sick in my tendon. Oh, okay, the never coming in people. I get it. I was like, wait, what? I was like, coming in people.
You read that the other
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
That was the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Raw dogging it. The whole like I'm not coming in thing, and then calling like, or no, I got a text message. It wasn't even a call, and it was literally an hour before he was supposed to be there. And he's my third assistant, but he's been there for 15 years. I've been here for 2 months, and there's been quite a few people. And then Thanksgiving I had to work all by myself, and that sucked like 6 bitches on a bitch boat. So I didn't appreciate that at all.
What exactly is a bitch boat?
I saw one in France.
Did you?
There's a line from Aqua Teen Hunger Force with Patton Oswalt.
Oh my god, yeah.
And they were those alien frat boys, and he's like, I had to get a tattoo on the inside because my dad owns a car dealership. And it hurt like 6 bitches on a bitch boat.
Oh my god.
Same, this company likes your hard work and rewards you. Well, yeah, but also like I yell at the owner a lot. and just tell him to get the fuck out of the way and just let me do my job and stuff like that. And he gets like intimidated and then steps away. But like I've been very successful since I've been there so far. But again, it's a low bar to clear. The girl who was before me stole $40,000. So at night when like we're a quarter over, or like when I put the dollar in the other day for those people, and I was just like, we're coming up even, so I feel good about myself. But like the same thing with the Wayne. I was like, how the fuck do I get fired? The dude before me like was hiding heroin in the walls, you know?
Sorry.
Passion, baby, passion. I don't know. It's hard sometimes to keep that kind of passion. It's very. Oh yeah, the dude before. So which one? The girl before me stole $40,000, and I've been doing forensics accounting for the last 2 months, putting that together. Hiding heroin in the walls. Okay, yeah. So I took over for this dude. So the funny thing about it was a couple months before I got the job, I'm in a group chat. Well, I used to be in a group chat on Facebook with like a bunch of other general managers of other theaters from all over New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And we were joking about this heroin thing at this theater. Next thing you know, I get offered that job and I go, oh shit, this is that theater. So there was all these holes punched in walls in the projection booth that had posters in front of them. So it was like the Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
it was like a fucking Raquel Welch poster. But yeah, he was hiding. He took a ruler and stuck a ruler between the wall and the thing, and then hung the drugs on like a string in the wall, and then put a poster in front of it.
What the fuck?
Let's see. When I was running the video store, people wouldn't bother to show up. Call it all, and you show up the next day and nothing happened. Heroin and most likely skeletons. Well, yeah, that place was super haunted. If Newt ever writes his memoirs, autobiography, it's going to be a long and Stephen King-ish. I can see that. I have some crazy fucking movie theater stories. But yeah, I took over for this guy, and then for the first like 3 months that I worked there, there was constantly dogs, like police dogs that would sweep the building to see if there was still drugs hidden in the building.
That's crazy.
And then Metz told the story that that guy was like hitting on Metz, but Metz was like 14 at the time, and that dude's like my age.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then and then he would bring his friends to the theater, and they were hitting on the night cleaner. First of all, why was the night cleaner bringing his like 10-year-old daughter to the theater at like 2:00 in the morning? But whatever. But they were hitting on her, and it was a whole thing. And then the only reason he got caught was he passed out from the heroin. I guess he liked the texture of like peanut chews, and he had peanut chews all over, and he passed out on the floor in theater 2, high, and all the money, there was money in his bag, and that's how they knew that he was he was stealing money. So I was like, what the fuck? Damn. So no matter what I did there, I was like, there's literally nothing I can do to get fired from here. Because I had sex in every theater, the projection booth, my office, the bathrooms. I marked that place like arcing ropes of jism. Like,
oh my god.
There's like a Peter North movie in here. All right, so we let's see, what do we miss here? Crazy, very crazy. My grandfather, during his last days, he thought the mob was after him and hid that money in the wall and spackled it up. That's insane. Here's a crime movie about drug dealers who take over an old theater and use it as a front. Well, funny story. I know somewhere where that happened. But it wasn't drug dealers. It was the mob.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there was... I didn't work for them, but I worked adjacent to them, and they gave their son had a lot of problems. He owed a lot of people money. They're like, what do you want to do? So they let him open a skate shop, like skateboards and stuff like that. And they were using it as a front for money laundering. And then that did so well that he talked his parents into opening up an ice cream shop. And that's where I met Crystal, was at that ice cream shop. So that's super funny. I walked in and started talking to her because I thought she was older. But it was at that mob fronted ice cream shop. So I was adjacent to that because I was helping them with gear. And then it wasn't until after that I found out about what was going on there. But the Bala Theater that my old boss owned, there used to be like mob shakedowns in the basement there. Yeah, that's crazy. Stuck at work, looking forward to watching this later. Well, yes, thank you. Night, Newton. All right, good night.
Night.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to go to 2 hours, then we'll go check out the theater. But yeah, so yeah, all kinds of fucking weird movie theater stories. I've been doing this for 25 years, man. I have seen some shit. like things that would make you like things that would make you go like why did people bother,
Do that?
you know? Yeah, like crazy stuff. When The Greatest Showman came out, there's a kid standing up on the toilet, like facing out towards the like outside of the thing, just peeing down into it. And then I was like, yo, man, whatever. And he went and told his dad that I looked at his penis. But he was that kid was like 20, and he went to the movies with his dad. I was like, I had to look because he was facing out to the thing. They're like, he does that sometimes. I was like, what?
Special, probably.
Yeah, there's 101 stories in there. Yeah, I mean, because you never know what's going to happen. Every day when I went to work, especially at the Wayne, I was expecting a waking nightmare. Like I was expecting the puzzle box from Hellraiser to be open. You know, a lady with Down syndrome called me retard one time at the Pittman Theater. Yeah, all the stuff that happened down the Jersey Shore. Yeah, when I ran that place down there. There was all the times when I was Justin Silverman's boss. We would always get into trouble and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I've been doing this a long time. The kids here are young and kind of not really with it. I can't really relate to them anymore. And you can't really joke around with them either because everything now is offensive to somebody. So it's I just find it's best not to talk. I just give directions and then walk away.
Like, you need to do this, and we'll do it.
Yeah, little fuckers. But they like me. They constantly send me text messages. I think they don't want me to leave because they're worried they're going to have what happened before. So they're always like, we should thank you for today. Like, hey, you're doing a great job. I'm just like, you don't have to do that. Like, it's fine. I'm going to be here. I live next door now, you know? But yeah, so I get a lot of text messages from them. And there's like, I don't know, they're just like really nice kids because they're different. It's not like what we're, you know, this is like a different community than I'm used to. It's a little bit, it's very small townish. So it's very different for all that stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got, you know? Unless you guys got more questions, we might cut this short because we've been going for a while. Yeah, 101 movie theater stories. I at some point I'd like to write a movie about working in a movie theater. But Kevin Smith just did it with that 4:30 movie. But I was like, but if I told my stories, people would never believe them. You know, that's why I bring Mets with me places because at least Mets knows that they're real. Yeah. Like they're like, I was there, I saw it. All right, I think we got. All right, we're gonna cut this off then, guys. We've been going for 2 hours. Anything you want to add before we go?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
Horn Dog's gonna come in here and see that you were missing. Say you miss him.
I don't even know who that is.
Just say I miss you, Horn Dog.
No.
Say Horn Dog, you make me horny.
You got it from me.
That's fine. Yeah, you know, it's not gay if it's on YouTube. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
And boop. All right.